Good morning, guys. It is day 2 on my travel day because I haven't reached my destination yet. Cloudy day here in Santander, a little bit cool, but not too bad. I already had my first café con leche and a croissant. Did not have a coffee yesterday, so I had a slight headache. Last night it was a little bit weird, and it all came down to the jet lag. I mean, around 10:30. For some reason I started to get sleepy, so I went to sleep, and then I woke up at 3 in the morning. My body was like, what are you doing, man? It's not time to sleep. So I kind of had to force myself, and then woke up this morning at 7 a.m. I have my room at the hostel until noon today, and then I have to wait until like 7 o'clock at night before I catch a train to my destination, which if you guys saw my previous video, I told you guys that I was gonna do 4 Caminos back to back, and I just decided to add an extra one because that's the way I rolled. My first Camino was from the town not far from here called San Vicente de la Barquera, and that was the Camino Lebaniego, followed by the Vanidiense, and then the San Salvador, and finally the Primitivo. I'm still gonna do all of them, but I decided to add the Camino Frances right before, not from Saint Jean-Pied-de-Port. Here's the thing, a group of friends of mine from my old job are doing the Camino from Sarria to Santiago. They're starting on the 5th. Tomorrow is the 1st, so I decided to backtrack 5 days. So I'm gonna start in Ponferrada. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm taking a train to Ponferrada that leaves at 7 o'clock, and I get there like around 12:30 tonight. I'm staying at a hostel right next to the train station because of course everything is closed. I even thought about having to do some stealth camping by the river, but there's no need for that. So yeah, gotta check out of my hostel here at noon, and then I'm just gonna be wandering the streets for about 7 hours until I can catch a train. Also, I sent some stuff, some things from Miami to a friend of mine here in Santander because I did not want to check in my backpack. I'm so glad that I did because I would have missed my flight yesterday. So I had to meet up, pick all my toiletries, the selfie stick, the self-standing kit for the tent, and a few other things, about 3 pounds worth, before I head to the train station. You know, pharmacies used to be the place where you would go to get your blister prevention kits and painkillers and such. And now it's also the place to get your mask, because you need one if you're gonna be out here in public. Well, check out at the hostel was at noon, so from now until 7 p.m. I'm just kind of wandering the streets of Santander. Right now I'm at the spot where I got off the ferry when I was doing the Norte when I got here to the city. If you remember that episode, just so happens that the ferry is right behind me and it's just arriving right now. By the way, guys, I promised you I was gonna do a video, like a gear video and a vlogging kit for what I'm bringing right here in my backpack for this trip, and I haven't forgotten about you guys. It's pretty much the same as what I did on the AT with a few exceptions, and I tried to record it twice. Once yesterday, and after I did the entire thing, I realized that I had some chocolate on my lips from the ice cream that I had, so you know, I didn't want to do that. I tried to do it again this morning, and the guy with the water pressure in the street started going like halfway through the video. So I'm gonna try to do it for the 3rd time, maybe at a park somewhere around here, of a secluded place. It's just people all over the town right now. so I can spend about 10 minutes talking to you guys about gear. The train leaves today at 7 p.m. So I just had to be there probably half an hour before, and I had to take 3 trains, one to Palencia, then from Palencia I changed to León, and then from León I get to Ponferrada. So it's gonna be a night of traveling. I already booked a private albergue in Villafranca for like 12 euros on bookings.com. I just want to make sure that I have something secure because I don't know what the albergue situation is at the moment. I passed by the municipal albergue here yesterday in Santander, but there was nobody there, even though it said outside that it was open. So once I figure out what the albergue situation is, of course I want to stay at the municipal. You know, on the Frances, that's where I stay most of the time. On the Norte, I did it a little bit of both. And on this one, I'm gonna do a little bit of camping as well, since, you know, why not? It's also a backup plan in case I get to a place and it's full. So let's do this for the third and hopefully the last time. This is the Mariposa 60, the backpack that I use on the Appalachian Trail, the one that I brought with me. It is 60 cubic liters. It is a lot for the Camino, but I didn't have time to get a new one. I wanted to get something from CPAX, but they have like a 5-week waiting period for you to get a backpack, and by then I would do this Camino and be back home. So the great thing about it is that I have plenty of room to put all my gear. Nothing is compressed, nothing is too tight. Here's my hat, the one that you guys love so much, that has been through a few Caminos already. I also have flip-flops that I will be using at the albergues when I take a shower and also to stroll through town in my free time. The mask that we all have to wear now. What else do I have here? I have a quick drying towel that I will be using to take showers, whether it's in albergues, hotels, maybe in a river or two. I also have clothespins so that when I wash my clothes I can hang them out to dry. And I also have this massage ball that I took to on the Appalachian Trail, and it just does wonders for your feet after a long day of walking. You just roll your feet over it and it's like brand new. Let's put it over here now. Moving on. Water filtration system, not that you really need it out here in Spain. The water here is drinkable everywhere. The next pocket is my old trusted poncho that I took in my last 3 Caminos 2019. Got some electronics here. I'll talk about the drone on a separate video, so let's just keep this one as like just the gear that I'm bringing that you guys can relate to. Many people don't really need to care about the vlogging equipment since you won't be doing what I do here. That's the controller for the drone. So here we go. I keep all my stuff in stuff sacks. It compresses, it keeps them dry. It's just another layer of protection from the rain. I mean, the backpack is water resistant. I have the poncho, I have this. So this, by the way, is my quilt. It is a 30-degree quilt that I will be using either when I'm camping or at the albergue. It's warm enough for the temperatures here. I think the lowest is gonna drop is around 40 degrees, so I should be fine. The next one is my clean set of clothes that I have. These are all the clothes that I brought with me on the trip. I have my old trusted fleece jacket, because right now it's like 60 degrees right now, so it's all that you really need. My shorts that I have right now, the shirt, underwear, and socks, I'm gonna be getting rid of it. It is just an old set that I had at home, and I just wanted to start the Camino with the fresh clothes that I brought here. So this, I'm just discarding it. This is just like travel clothing, if you will. So what do I have in here? This time around I brought 2 sets of clothes. That means 2 shirts, 2 shorts, trekking pants. The shorts have their liner, so I don't need underwear. So that is 1. This is just a short sleeve synthetic. Here's the second one. So these are the two shirts that I will be wearing on a day-to-day basis on the Camino. I have an extra one just so that when I'm hanging at the albergue or hanging around in town, this is just cotton, so I won't get to wash that as often. Two pairs of darn tough socks. I love them. Here's the second pair of shorts. This one probably I'll be using it when I'm hanging in town, when I'm washing my clothes. So this one is mainly for walking, this one is for hanging out. And the only pair of underwear that I'm bringing with me, ex officios. You guys know that I love this. They dry super fast, they're odor protection, and also you can wear them twice. One way this way, the other way you just flip them upside down. You could do the same with your socks in case you don't get to wash them that day. So that's what I have in my clean set of clothes, compression sacks. Let's put it all back in here, and we're gonna move on to the next compression sack. Actually, let's just go over this one. You see this here, so small? This is actually a day pack. There you go. It is a day pack where I will be keeping all my electronics when I'm in town and I go out to eat. I can always keep everything in here handy. Also, if I go to like a supermarket to get some supplies, food and stuff like that, I can always keep it here instead of having to walk around town with my backpack. Oh yes. So in combination with my quilt, here's my sleeping system. Since I will be sleeping in different places like albergues, hotels, and also camping, and if I had to do some stealth camping at a place kind of like this one, I have my liner, very thin one that I will be using when I'm sleeping at the albergues, just to some added protection from the bed bugs, and if I'm camping, just to keep the stench away from the quilt. I have a pillow which I used at the plane yesterday, very large inflatable pillow with a cover because I don't like the feeling of that plastic rubbing in your face. And finally, I have my inflatable pad, large, extra comfortable. Used it on the Appalachian Trail and I have zero complaints. Wow, the pile here is getting pretty big already. And finally, all the way at the bottom of the pack is my tent. This is the C-Pax duplex tent, which I bought a while back. I did the Via Francigena with this, and I also slept for about a month on the Appalachian Trail. It's extra light. This weighs about 19 grams, just over a little bit over a pound, and it comes with a freestanding kit, which I will be picking up this afternoon. What else? I don't want to forget anything. I have a small thermometer here to tell you guys what the temperature is. I have these front pockets where I'm gonna be carrying some of my gear. Large pockets here. I have some protein bars that I will be snacking on before I actually start the Camino. So of course I forgot to mention one last thing, and that is my pair of trekking shoes, or actually trail running shoes. I'm going this time around with Ultras again, like I did on the last 3 Caminos that I did. These are the same models that I took on the Appalachian Trail, and those are the Olympus 4 from Ultras. They're very comfortable. They have a thick cushion for all the weight that I'm carrying with me.
Hi, my name is Naye. I'm from Mexico City. I live in Santander, and I met a friend when he was doing his Camino del Norte here in Spain, and I was following him for too many years, and now I'm here with him, and it's an honor to be with you, a friend.
No, thank you so much for receiving the package for me.
No, that's something that all the pilgrims can do for for each other because we are friends. We are like kind of a family. So for me, it's a privilege to be with you and to do that for you.
And you're also a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, kind of.
What's your
I'm
your
starting
YouTube
to
channel?
that. Naye Regalado. Is the paso a pasito en el camino francés.
I'll leave the link in the video description.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.
Really.
Buen camino.
Buen camino.
So I finally got the package that I sent from Miami to Santander to a friend of mine here, and my backpack is now 3.8 pounds heavier. It doesn't matter, got everything I need now, including my umbrella, selfie stick, and all the toiletries. I haven't brushed my teeth in the last 2 days, so I can't wait to go to a restroom right now and do the deed. I came to the train station, which is behind me, just to make sure that this is the one, and I asked the security guy. He told me that I wasn't at the right one. There's actually two of them here next to each other. One is for like the local region one, and then the other one is for like long distance to Madrid. So that's the one that I will be taking this afternoon. So yeah, everything is set. I came to Santander, picked up what I needed to pick up. I also had lunch. Forgot to mention it to you guys. I went for the menú del día for like 20 euros, and I had a feast, you know, all you can drink, red wine, water, bread. I also had some pasta and some chipirones, which, if you guys remember, I keep saying that, when I was doing the Norte, I just fell in love with them. The only thing I'm missing is a cafe. Actually, the only thing I'm missing is some orange juice, but I'm gonna leave that until I'm actually walking the Camino. Just a waiting game, probably wait a couple of more hours before my train to Palencia. 7 o'clock sharp, the train is about to leave, even though it's 20 minutes late, and let's hope that that doesn't affect the connection in Palencia, because there I need to take a train to León and then Ponferrada. Thank you so much, Santander. See you in a bit. This is what I'm talking about. I got here to Palencia at 9:30, 9:35, and I spent the entire ride just editing on my tablet everything that I filmed today. So it just went by really quickly, 2.5 hours. Now I have to get to León. Check this out. It is 9:30 and it looks like it's just sunset right now. So yeah, quick ride to León, where I have another connection, then to Ponferrada. Just waiting for the train now. Don't want a repeat of what happened on the Camino del Norte when I missed the connection to Irún. So already passed through that checkpoint that they have here, and we're just waiting for the train. Here it comes. So here we go again. Get on the train, get off the train. I was on the last one for like, I don't know, not even 15 minutes. And here's the last one. It's a regional, like a short stage, but it's gonna take a while to get there because right now it's like 10 o'clock and I'm gonna get there in about 2+ hours, just before 1 a.m. Last leg of the trip. it seems like I have this train all to myself because there's not really that many people here. And since it's getting pretty late and the vlog is running into overtime, I think I'm gonna call it a day here, but not before thanking all the trail angels. You guys know who you are. You guys are kind of like the people that are sponsoring the series. So thank you so much. If you would like to donate and become a trail angel, if you want to drop some trail magic, I always leave the link in the description down below. One last thing, this is a question that I get asked all the time, and the answer is super easy, and that is when do I do the Caminos? Which month of the year do I do them? Well, guess what? The exact date is always in the description down below. So guys, just before we start the journey tomorrow, the Camino Frances 2.0, the last 200 kilometers, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share the videos with your friends, and I will leave you with a little montage of me getting to my hostel in Ponferrada, because the second I get there, I'm gonna pass out, and tomorrow morning, bright and early, Camino Frances starts. See you then.